Hi there, this is Joe with Crystal Luna Tarot. Taurus, this is going to be a reading for you. This is going to be, let me put a little bit more on. This is going to be about your lost connection, a lost connection, or just overall someone that you were seeing, dating, talking to, or just overall it's not happening anymore. And we want to know why, but we want to know like deeper reasons as to why this may be. It's going to be a 3-month reading from the moment that you watch it for, I would say, the next 90 days, 3 months, anywhere in between, and we want to see what is going on. So we are going to look at the blessings for this love connection. We're going to look also at a love message for you as well, and then what I have, we're going to do a brief tarot card reading, and then also we're going to look at a one-on-one between anyone, between Aries and all the way down through to Pisces. All right, Taurus, so let's get started, okay? Let's start with the blessing. Oh, and welcome if this is the first time that you're here, and welcome if you're returning, okay? Don't forget to like if you do like the video, and subscribe if you want to see more. All right, let's go ahead and take a look. So what is going to be the blessing for, oh, that was fast. The blessing for Taurus, okay? So the blessing for Taurus is going to be a blessing on your sleep. So if you've been dealing with this person, right, and it's stressing you out, if you've been dealing with this person and it's on and off, and your sleep is somehow deprived, you're sleep deprived, or just overall, this is someone that you dream about, they come into your dreams, you think about them all the time, you're going to get a blessing on your sleep, which means that something good must be taking place in order for that to take in order for that to be in action, okay? It could either be that there's closure, clarity, or you get that person that it is that you are pursuing, okay? So let's go ahead and put this card to the side because I want you to reflect on that. Now let's take a look at the other blessing that Taurus is going to get for love for the next 3 months. This is going to be a 3-month prediction, so the next 30 days. One more card for Taurus, and we have inner peace. So you see, fantastic, you do get inner peace, okay? So you are going to somehow find that in between, that medium space in between, where it could be that this person comes back to your life, or it could just be that this person disappears and they just, you just don't have to deal with them or deal with their memory anymore. So either way, not quite sure. We're going to go ahead and take a look, okay? So let's get started with the timer. All right, so 3 cards for Taurus. Let me turn this around. This is going to be the tarot. 3 tarot cards for Taurus and the person that they are thinking of. That's the first card. 2 more cards for Taurus. Let me know what it is that's taking place in Taurus's love life. This could be with someone, it could be with someone that you are with, but like really not that sure where this is going. I will be following this up, Taurus, with a charm reading as well as a love reading that's not going to be as deep as this one, okay? So let's take a look at what you have. Okay, so you received the 7 of Swords. So that's usually someone who is lying or sneaky or trying to do something behind your back, or someone who's like watching you. See, there's like eyes watching you, or you're watching this person, but it almost feels like this is someone that needs to be watched, or you need to keep an eye on this person, okay? Or this person could be doing this to you, because you know how it goes with these reverse energies, Taurus. We also have the Page of Wands, so there's communication there. There's someone's going to talk to you. Either someone's talking to you about this person, or you hear things about this individual, but there's still communication. Like you're still in contact with someone who knows this person. There's like a mutual, I would say, circle of either friends or just on social media. Like you can still see what this person is up to. And then you also have the Magician. So here you are. This is someone who either makes that connection, creates that connection yet once again. But I am going to tell you, Taurus, that the person that you are interested in somehow is going to come back, okay? Like you do get this person. Now keep in mind, sometimes, be careful what you wish for, because it could be not in your favor, but we have to see what we're talking about here. So let's get started. For Tauruses who are dealing with an Aries, what would they tell you? So what would Aries tell you if they were here right now, and what is the message that they have for you? So that would be, I should have been more honest with you about how I was feeling at the time. You also have unstable, and you have nostalgia. So what we have here is, this is a whole setup here that was kind of like, what do I mean by a whole setup? Not that you were like set up or anything quite like that, but it does kind of feel that way. Like this person did do things to kind of create a connection, you know, so that you can feel, like you could feel strongly for them, where they kind of knew that this wasn't really going to be a relationship. I mean, that's the best way. That's what I see, because it says, you know, I should have been more honest with you of how I was feeling at the time, which really just tells me that this is someone who was like lying. And with the Seven of Swords, I mean, that's proof right here that there was some sort of dishonest air, okay, about this person. And then with this person also being unstable, a lot of what they said is almost like, you know, it's almost like verbal diarrhea. I mean, that's the best way I can put it. It's just almost someone who just really knows how to speak, and get others to really like them, okay? And like, I really feel like they said a lot of things they didn't follow through. So there's the nostalgia, which is like the Six of Cups, and there's anger. So you are angry, okay? This, and once again, vice versa, either you or the other person, either you or Aries, okay? It could feel that Aries felt this way about you as well. It could feel that way too. Like, I mean, if we were to ask Aries, they might bring some of this stuff up as well. But there's anger here. So you see the fist holding that that charm, that heart, that necklace. So there is anger here. So will you be back with Aries in the next 3 months? As of right now, I feel that the anger needs to subside, but I wouldn't really, it's not a complete no, okay? That's what I am seeing if you're dealing with an Aries Taurus, okay? Not a complete no. Now for Tauruses that are dealing with a Taurus, we have, I am in a much better headspace right now, okay? So this is someone who's really just thinking about like what their needs are, okay, before, you know, anything else. What is this? This is upside down, so we don't read inverted cards. This is projecting, and this is refocus. Okay, so this person needed to take time for themselves, or is taking time for themselves to really just do what is important to them right now. They have to refocus. I almost feel like they feel as if the connection that you guys had, or that let's call it a connection, because I don't know if you were in a relationship, or if you were or you weren't. We're gonna call it a connection, okay, Taurus? So for those for you that were in a, I can't even talk. For those of you who were connecting, okay, projecting is almost like saying like you were both projecting each other's insecurities onto one another. So it was almost like a game of, you know, it was your fault, no, it was your fault, like you screwed it up, no, you screwed it up. So no one wants to take responsibility right now, but at this point there is some refocus, and there will be an opportunity for you to deal with this person again. This person, yet once again, is not completely out of the picture, Taurus. So Taurus is dealing with a Taurus, there's still something there. Now Taurus is dealing with a Gemini. Let's see what we have here. So if Gemini was to be here at this moment and talk to us right now, what they would want to tell you is, I don't know if I can meet your expectations. Okay, so here Gemini is feeling like they can't meet your expectations, like whatever it is that you were expecting of them was way more than they were willing to put out, or overall, how they weren't going to restructure anything, pretty much. Void. So it almost feels as if someone here was like, okay, they checked out. So this person checked out before this connection was even called quits. Because we also have regret here. It tells me that Gemini is feeling regretful, okay? I almost feel like because they may have ghosted you, or they may have done you wrong in some type of way, it was like unnecessary. It was like almost like kind of like going overboard, like overkill. Like maybe they sent you nasty messages, or they said mean things to you just to kind of, I guess, have you hate them. But I feel that this is going to take a lot more work in order for you to just reconnect with Gemini, because there were things that were said that were very hurtful. And if you do want to reconnect with Gemini, that still remains to be seen in the next 30 days. As of right now, do know they feel regretful, okay? But they also want to erase this out. With the Void card, it's almost like saying they want to just kind of like erase this from their mind as if it didn't happen, or they didn't kind of like fail in that way. Now, Tauruses, if you're dealing with a Cancer, I'm putting these all upright. Taurus is dealing with a Cancer. It says your beauty still moves me. Okay, so the connection in terms of like how you guys saw one another, like the physical appearance was clearly there. There was a really high, intense, I would say, passion there when it came to how you guys looked at each other physically. But it says that there was manipulation there and there was a mask. So I think either Cancer was putting on a facade, like a false start. So therefore they weren't able to continue it. So it's like, how do you come back from that right now? And with the manipulation card as well, it feels as if, they just kind of, it was almost like they wanted to somehow keep you, Taurus, but under a pretense of maybe like an emotional pretense, like almost like making you feel bad for them, or just their past circumstances, or just overall. I just really feel like a lot of what they said didn't really apply. And with the mask card being here, I feel like they were being fake, okay? But I think it was more like a physical attraction. So in order for you to make this work with Cancer, we need to move past that physical aspect of it, because I feel like someone here, it could be you as well, was too focused on how good someone looked, or how good the sex was, or something along those lines. Okay, so that's still going to need some work if you were dealing with a Cancer, Taurus. Now Taurus is dealing with a Leo. Let's see what we have here. We have the would you reject me? Okay, so they might want to come back. Okay. We have excuses, and we have ascending. All right, this is something, this person may be on and off right now, like as far as like talking to you, Taurus, right now. And if they aren't talking to you right now, they do want to talk to you. So do know that they are working on themselves. I feel strongly that Leo just they just really needed some space. They were in a really dark place, and maybe they made a lot of excuses as to why they couldn't be in a relationship, or why they couldn't see you, or why they didn't call or text, or just there were just a lot of excuses that were made, okay, on Leo's behalf. And they're wondering if you're going to reject them, okay, if they truly honestly like came back. Like, this is like for those of you who don't have contact with them right now, and if you do have contact with them, it may be very superficial contact, but I feel Leo does want another opportunity, okay? They just don't know how to get in. All right, they're trying to just see how they're going to work around that. So Taurus, so if you're dealing with a Virgo, what we have here is my mind and heart always come back to you. All right, so yes, this person is still interested. Childish is the next card that you receive, and summer, which we already know this is like the season. Okay, so yes, I would say that things with Virgo are going to, they're not over yet. Okay, Virgo is still going to pop up, I feel, sometime very, very soon, Taurus. So someone here was being childish. This could be either Virgo was acting very childish by not kind of like letting you into, I would say, just really simple things that one would expect to know about someone. Like, I feel like they were kind of being closed off, okay? Because this is kind of like talking about someone who acted in a way where you wouldn't pursue it, where you wouldn't ask questions, where you would just be afraid or intimidated of even kind of just asking them to explain themselves. So whatever it was really childish, but it says that my mind and heart always come back to you. I just really feel they weren't ready for a love relationship. And do I feel like they're ready for a love relationship now? así, which tells me that they might want to be friends. And I don't know that that's exactly what you want, Taurus, but I feel like Virgo wants to be like a friend right now, or just kind of go that route. So just letting you know that that's something they may come back with. All right, let's see what we have here for Taurus is dealing with a Libra. All right, so yeah, there's an offer here. So Taurus, if you're dealing with a Libra, the message that they would have for you, it says, I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. So if they're not communicating with you, or if they're talking to you, but like they're not addressing anything, if they're not really saying anything that went wrong in the relationship, or if they're just kind of like, I wouldn't say like sugarcoating it, but if they're not even bringing it up, like if you try to talk about certain issues and they kind of just don't even, like, they just don't even acknowledge it, I really feel that it's because they really just don't know what to say, and they don't want to put themselves, yeah, they definitely don't know what to say. Look at this card, stagnant. All right, look what we have here. This is almost like someone has like a mask on their face. But it's not just a mask. It's almost like made out of like metal, almost like some armor metal, what you expect to see in a knight, right? So that's like really tight-lipped. And this person here is like I would say, not floating over a mountain, but it's almost attached to a mountain. So that's, to me, that's an indication that it was like, it's a lot of heavy burdens. So this person does want to offer you something. I don't want to know that they want a relationship. I really don't see like a relationship right now. I just think they want something maybe superficial, or just something along the lines of, let's just see where, like, maybe they just want to see where things go, how it goes. Like, they just don't want to talk about relationship things, okay? But I do see that there's an offer coming through, so don't be surprised if you don't, or if you haven't heard from Libra, if you do hear from Libra. All right, Taurus? All right, now Tauruses that are dealing with Scorpio, if Scorpio were to say anything at this time to you, it would be the following. It says, you've been in my dreams. Bam. Did we not talk about that? Remember where it says a blessing on your sleep? I have a feeling that some of you are also so deeply spiritual that if you really do think of someone, guess what? You'll pop up in their dreams, you'll pop up in their sleep, they'll pop up in your sleep as well, in your dreams, and you're able to communicate that way. And the reason you know the difference is because it seems so real. It doesn't seem like it's a dream. It seems like this person is physically sitting across from you, or just in your space. And that's the difference between just having a regular dream, right, that we barely would even remember the next day, or like an actual like projected dream. So just keep that in mind. But this person dreams about you. This person, like right now, what I see here is a warning. I feel like Scorpio warned you about them. They do want to take action. So this is what I feel. I feel like they almost like, I'm getting like a really like bad boy, like, kind of like bad girl vibe, where it's like, I'm warning you, like, you'll fall in love with me before I fall in love with you. I don't know. I think it just started out like that a bit, but of course it's not for all of you, but this is a warning, okay? A warning that Scorpio could hurt you, okay, Taurus, or it could end up in a heartbreak, okay? Because they still are interested, okay? They're still around. So they're either still checking you out, or they're still around. I still see that Scorpio is around Taurus, so they're not ready to let you go just yet. Now, for Tauruses that are dealing with a Sagittarius, what would they tell you? All right? What would Sagittarius tell you? What is the message that Sag has for you? It says, I still love you. Oh, wow. And forceful and divine masculine. So here we go. Sagittarius is completely blinded to the situation to a certain extent. So this could be someone who could be a soulmate, or someone who is a twin flame, but they still love you. But it feels like if you were to ask them, they would say it feels forced. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to force it, or just they don't want to be tied down. But Sagittarius still loves you. They're still interested in reconnecting with you, and with the divine masculine, they want to take action. They don't want you to pursue, they want to pursue you, Taurus, just so that you keep that in mind. That, I think, is a bit of a piece of information that will help you. All right, so let's see what else we have. So Taurus is dealing with Aquarius. The message says, I want to be authentic and I am no longer afraid. We also have the pitiful card and the vibrations. Okay, so Aquarius right now is pretty much what they would say is, I'm ready to be truthful now. I'm ready to tell you the truth. Forget about what happened. That was just, that was just me being stupid. You know what I mean? But really, this is what I truly mean. I really do want to be in a relationship with you. I really do want to try. It's like, I don't know what comes over me. Like, I really feel, because we have the pitiful card here, it's almost like the excuses they will use, or the tactics, or just whatever it is that they would bring forth would be kind of like what you would consider to be like tacky, or just like, you know what, that's not even like a legit reason for you not to call, not to be around, for you not to want to be in a relationship. Like, I don't get it. So they do want to somehow validate themselves by being authentic, and vibrationally speaking, they do and will connect with you. Okay, so it's not over between you and Aquarius, Taurus. All right, so if you are dealing with a Capricorn, so Taurus is dealing with a Capricorn, what would Capricorn say to you? What is the message? It says, I am finally feeling the consequences of my actions. Judgmental and soulmate. So Capricorn is your soulmate, okay? I think you probably knew this already, Taurus. But they're very judgmental towards either you, your circumstances, your decisions. It's almost like either they're judgmental against you, or they don't want you to judge them. They want you to turn like the other way, a blind eye to certain things that they do, and they want you to accept them. This could be either dating other people. This could just be overall you having to change how you view love, okay? Just for them to be in, I believe, in their good, on their good side. Because it says here, I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. I feel like this is someone who screwed up majorly, and right now they are, I don't know if they're trying to reach out to you or not, Taurus, but I think you are teaching them a lesson. So I feel like you're putting Capricorn in a timeout. I really feel like you're the one who is like taking charge and saying, oh really, is that the way you want it to be? All right, we're gonna play it my way now. But this is like a soulmate connection, so this is not the end of you and Capricorn as of yet, Taurus. And finally, if you're dealing with a Pisces, Taurus, what would Pisces tell you if they were to tell you face to face, or just vibrationally, like however it would be, however that communication would come through? It says, I'm reminded of you constantly. Oh, wow. So this could be someone who, oh, wait, they also have the Ruthless card, and they also have the Divine Feminine. That's very interesting. This, I feel like, is someone who's dealing with someone else, okay? Pisces may have been dealing with someone else, and I feel like they feel they've made the wrong choice. But I feel that Pisces was pretty ruthless in how it all went down. They kind of, they did a number on you, They probably treated you very badly, okay? I feel like there was a sense of someone making someone else feel inferior or less than. I also feel that for some reason, like, Pisces is coming off like some sort of like victim situation here as well. And yeah, I mean, I want to say that they don't feel like they were the aggressor, but I feel like there was a passive aggressive energy about this spread here. So that remains to be seen if you guys do get back together. But I really feel like you will give them another opportunity should it come to play, should it come forward. Yeah, with the Divine Feminine here, absolutely. I think you will be received, or you will receive their invitation. But they think of you a lot. Like, they, you know, whether it's places that you went out to eat or things that you did together or music or songs that you guys dedicated to one another, or friends that are kind of like cross paths, or you guys hang out in the same spots, or whatever the case is, they're constantly reminded of you, Taurus. All right, so guys, that was like your kind of like your in-depth reading as to why this person's not around, why they're not contacting you and whatnot. I will come back, like I said, with another reading. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. What I am going to tell you is leave a comment down below. I am going to do another 1 or a 2 card pull for those who leave a comment down below, for only 5 of you, because I'm going to do it for all the signs. So I really, you know, that's manageable to me. Eventually I am going to be doing some super chats, but as of right now, I'm going to choose 5 of you, so 5 comments that you guys put down below. I am going to answer it with a 1 or a 2 card pull. The only thing I ask you is to keep it simple, not too long, straight and to the point, because I can't do too much explaining in the comments, okay guys? But if you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave your comment down below with your question, so that you could be possibly selected by the universe, because it's not my choice. I you know, create it at, you know, randomly, whatever it is. Whenever I do like one of these giveaways or anything like quite like that, that's usually just random. So sending you so much love, and I will see you guys in the next one, Taurus. Take care. Ciao.